All right, dirt fans, welcome. Man, I tell you what, tonight we're live from Volusia Speedway. And boy, I tell you, we got a lot of prizes, a lot of talent, a lot of skill, horsepower here on the dirt track here tonight for you. Sim Race for Hope 74 tonight. We're in race server 1, and we got another server going alongside of us here to take us into a feature. Well, I'm Joe White here tonight here in the booth for OSR Network, and I'm alongside by Tommy Rowe himself, the man who does some commentating at a local track in his area. What's up, Tommy?
What's going on, Joe? How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing awesome, and I tell you what, these guys out here, they're about to fill this place up with a lot of dirt track racing. It is going to be awesome. We were just looking out there right now. We're seeing, 56 of the 60 drivers here in our server are all going to try to get those also valuable 12 spots to go to the feature here tonight.
56 drivers, Joe, competing for over $5,300 in prizes later on tonight, including $1,000 to win. We got 60 of the best drivers in iRacing in our server. It's a pleasure to call.
No doubt about it, man, and it is going to be awesome. And I want to welcome everybody out there tuning in here tonight. And well, let's hope it's not no demo derby, but you know what? It is dirt racing, and these guys, man, are going to be on some action-packed stuff here. I'll tell you what, Tommy, what do you think we're going to be in store for here with these guys?
Joe, I'm looking for a lot of bad, fast race cars. You're looking at times that are going to be very, very close. You're going to see probably maybe a tenth of a second separating the top 1 through 30, maybe even 40 drivers. It's going to be very close and very difficult to get in this field tonight.
Absolutely, and that's just the thing. Guys are very, very fast. A lot of competition here, and it looks like practice is concluded. Hey, what's up, Keith, man? How you doing out there? How's everybody doing? I want to appreciate everybody tuning in. We're live tonight here at OSR Network on YouTube, Twitch, and on TeamVLR.com Facebook Live page. Boy, it's going to be awesome. And like I say, we're in server 1. There is a server 2 going on with a race spot, so it'll be awesome.
Yeah, we're getting into qualifying right here. Your quick time in practice was John Fiddler with a 16.929. He's currently coming out on the racetrack right now. If he can't hold it down once again for qualifying.
Yeah, the man threw a bad fast time on the track here, so we'll actually see if he can. But I mean, he's got a lot of stacked talent behind him. That I don't know. Who's your favorite out here? I got to ask you that, Tom.
Man, it's hard to choose a favorite in this server, Joe. You've got so many talented drivers. If I had to pick a couple of drivers, I would look out for the 07 of Howard Weaver. He's currently your World of Outlaw Pro Series points leader in the late model series. He's also second in the Pro Series in the sprint car division. He's very bad, fast, and tough in these modifieds as well. Keep your eye out for that 07 of Howard Weaver.
Absolutely. They're calling the Weaver Mobile out there, and he is definitely good. David Heileman's another one to look out for. But you're right. There's so much talent out here. I'm really scared to even try. I mean, you'd have to be a betting man almost to really just come out here and try to do it. But, you've got, Garrett Niebuhr, Shane James, Austin Simmelman. I mean, man, that's a who's who of iRacing dirt talent right there.
Yeah, Austin Simmelman in the 81, he actually puts it on the pole right now with a 16.997. Oh, Howard Weaver just knocked him off with a 16.996. Joe, these times are very close.
Yes, they are, man. And right there, look at that. John Fiddler, though, with a quick time point putting up there with a 16.916. And Justin Norwood there in the second place spot. Wow, man, they're swapping that top spot up, man, pretty quick.
Yeah, Justin Norwood, he's a fan favorite at VLR. He hasn't run in a while. It's good to see the four machine back in action here at the VLR Racing Series for the Race for Hope 74. He's currently second quick time, but John Fiddler currently on the pole right now. That'll lock him into the A main if he can hold on to it.
Yes, it will. Right now, the man sitting on point, like you just said, John Fiddler himself, Justin Norwood there in second, Howard Weaver up in the third, Austin Simmelman in the fourth, and Trevor Fitz right there rounds the top 5, as everybody can see the top 10 as we got out there. But boy, I tell you, is anybody going to be able to run down that man sitting on the point right now? As we still got a little bit of time left to qualify, and only got about 20 seconds left.
Yeah, I'm not seeing but maybe just 2 drivers left to qualify, the 59 of Eric Huff and the 60 of Blake Durflinger. I believe those may be admins, though. for this feature, for this race. So I believe everyone's getting their times in. It looks like John Fiddler might be your pole winner for server number 1.
Absolutely. And that's going to conclude qualifying, and he's going to put it on pole here tonight. We're heading into heat race 1. Want to give us a rundown? Looks like 12 cars and 10 laps tonight. 9 laps,
yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, 12 cars starting heat race number 1. 8 laps the distance. The top 3 transfer directly here into sub-feature number 1 tonight. Starting on the front row in the 81 car will be Austin Silverman. To his outside in the 29 will be Kyle Miller. On the second row inside in the 19 will be Garrett, followed by the 42 of Virgil Graham. On the third row inside in the 25 will be Jarrett Murphy. To his outside in the 777 will be Jacob Leverstein. On the fourth row inside in the 5 will be Rusty Kruger. And to his outside in the 94 will be Renee Chartrand. On the fifth row inside in the 16 will be Jeffrey Mays. To his outside in the 068 will be Ronald Piles. Bringing up the sixth and final row in the 76 will be Joshua Neltner. And to his outside, bringing up the rear all by himself in the 911 will be Andy Jones. 12 cars, 8 laps the distance here in the first of 5 heat races.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a good one here tonight as these guys are gearing up. They're going to follow that pace truck around here, and it's going to be an awesome one. And I'll tell you what, yes, we're on the iRacing.com server. Nice. It is iRacing controlled here tonight. And your boys, it's about the realest thing you can get without setting foot actually on a real dirt track here. And man up here in the booth with me, he knows all so well about that is actually you announced for, what's the track name that you announced for? I know it's over near Arkansas somewhere.
Actually announced for Riverside Speedway over in West Memphis, Arkansas, Joe.
There you go. See, hey, if you're in that area, folks, check him out, man. Tommy Rowe himself. Definitely, man, is awesome there. And you're going to be able to hear him call this races here tonight. Myself up here. As looks like Austin Simmelman right there in the 81 is going to lead this bunch around here. Man, it's just a stacked field in Heat Race 1.
Yeah, stacked field indeed, Joe. Austin Silverman, Kyle Miller on the front row. I'm going to keep my eye on the third row in the 777. Jacob Leverstein, usually a very bad fast guy here. Your VLR Super Late Model Champion. He's currently starting in the 6th position. Needs to get into the top 3 to make a transfer. He's going to be the guy I'm going to look for to be the hard charger here in heat race number 1. Let's see how it goes.
Absolutely. As pace truck's pulling them around, lights off, they're about to get set to drop the hammer here and get us racing at Volusia tonight here for the Sim Race for Hope 74, put on by VLR, and it's going to be a thriller here. And just to give you an idea, I believe there's probably going to be either 4 to 5 heats here because we got over 50-some cars, almost 60 in this server 1. That's going to be an awesome night tonight as it's pulling them around here. We're getting set to go racing, Tommy.
Yeah, only 8 laps here in these heat races. It's going to go by quick. It's going to go by fast. You got a short amount of time to get to the top 3, get into the dance later on for your chance at that $1,000 to win. Pace truck getting set to pull in. We're about to go green. Joe, take it away.
Well, I'll tell you what, truck's in. Here we go. Hammer flies. These guys are throwing dirt. Right now, Austin Silverman takes them into turn 1, and he gets a good jump out front with a 42 machine there in tow behind him.
Austin Silverman's going to lead him out to the front, followed by the 42 of Virgil Graham and 29 of Kyle Miller currently hold on to the third spot. He makes a little contact with the 19 of Niebrege, holds on to the third position. Here comes the 25 on the inside for the 4th spot, Jarrett Murphy.
Yes, it is, and that 25 machine right there, that's actually, as you said, Jarrett Murphy. He got into contact a little bit. Jacob Leverstein right there behind him. He's trying, I believe it's the top 3 that transfer in this one, isn't it?
Yeah, the top 3 transfer currently sitting on the bubble right now. The 29's Kyle Miller, Austin Silverman out front. You're still your race leader, followed by the 42 of Virgil Graham. Garrett Niebrege in the 19 currently sitting on the outside looking in. He's got a host of drivers right behind him challenging him.
Yes, he does. Austin's out front, but look at Virgil. He wants that inside lane to see if he can't get the slide job on him. Put the slide job city, as I like to call it, on him right there in the 42. Virgil's working over the leader. Behind him, you got Kyle Miller. And like you said, Garrett Niebrege back there. Now, Garrett's sitting in that 4th place spot. He'd love to close that gap up and maybe try to get that last transfer here.
Yeah, 5 laps down, 3 laps remaining. Virgil Graham right on the heels of Austin Silverman, challenging for the race lead. This is about your best battle on the racetrack right now. Can't seem to make the pass stick down low.
No, he can't. Right now, it just seems like that middle or low groove's the place to be. Later on in the run, I got a feeling that high line with the cushion's going to come into play. Right now, these guys, man, are traveling on that low line. It looks like right now, Austin's pulling away just a little bit from Virgil.
81 car Austin Silverman is pulling away. They're pretty much single file 1 through 3, actually 1 through 5 right now. The next closest battle on the racetrack is Jacob Leverstein in the 777 challenge in the 25 of Murphy. That is for the 5th position as they run single file 1 through 5.
Yeah, everybody single file, being a little patient in heat race number 1. They understand what's at stake here tonight. A lot of money. White flag out one more time for Austin Silverman. He's going to take this thing around. Virgil Graham's going to try everything he can to maybe run him down, but not going to be able to get it done as they come out of the last turns. I think Austin's got this heat race 1 as they come out of it, and he does.
Yeah, great win for Austin Silverman. Off to a great start here tonight. It'll put him up to the front row for sub-feature number 1, where the top 12 drivers will transfer over to tonight's big money race.
Absolutely. I tell you what, so that's heat race 1 done and gone, 1 down here. And I tell you what, we head off into heat race 2. Tommy, want to give us a rundown on who's in this one?
All right, once again, 12 drivers set to start heat race number 2. Sitting on the front row in the 4 car will be Justin Norwood, and to his outside in the 6 will be Josh Phillips. On the second row inside in the 66 will be Cole Falloway, and to his outside in the 10 will be Jason Minette. On the third row inside in the 56 will be Kyle Steffens, and to his outside in the 7 will be Darren Haskell. On the fourth row inside in the 57 will be Adam Elby, and to his outside in the 89 will be Devin Frazier. On the fifth row inside in the 11 will be Jesse Carr, and to his outside in the 77 will be Stephen Bordeaux. On the sixth and final row in the 98 will be Ryan Strunk, and to his outside in the 216 will be Ryan Curran. Once again, 12 cars, 8 laps to distance, top 3 transferred directly in tonight's sub-feature number 1.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, and these guys will definitely put it on the line here. Like you just said, 9 laps here, 12 drivers. Well, the heat race man 1 was pretty darn good out there. A lot of guys. We'll see what happens here. Justin Norwood's going to pull them out with Josh Phillips in tow. There's the Pace Trucks pulling them around here for heat race 2 tonight, folks.
Yeah, Joe, let's see if that outside opens up a little bit more, and let's see a little bit more double file racing, or we stay single file like we did heat race number 1, but I'm expecting that outside to come in pretty fast here.
Yeah, and I think you're right. As the race goes on, or as the night goes on, I think that outside will prevail. We see it. Sometimes that low line comes in earlier on, and those guys, they travel up the track. We'll just have to see how it happens as the heats go through, and then we go through the mains.
Got a lot of bad fast drivers here. One more time around the racetrack for the Pace Truck. Set to go 8 laps here. Heat race number 2, top 3 transferred directly into sub-feature number 1 for a chance later on tonight for $1,000 to win.
Man, that's a lot of money on the line just for some virtual racing here. And I tell you, that's the good thing. It has come a long way from back in the day. These guys out here competing for a lot of money, just like the new guys. Over $5,000 in prizes here tonight.
Yeah, I tell you what, Joe, I called the All-Star Modified race just 2 weeks ago. They paid $1,500 to win, $100 to start. That was just $500 more than what these guys are going to make tonight to win the race.
Man, that is awesome. Pace Trucks in. I tell you what, Justin Norwood, he hits the hammer hard and takes off, heads into turn number 1. Behind him, it is on for the fight for the 3rd place spot as Josh Phillips there is trying to hang on to it. Is he going to be able to? Well, them guys back there are already 2 or 3 wide, bumping each other.
Yeah, Kyle Steffens in the 56. He's going to get past the 10 car of Jason Minette. He's going to take over the 4th position, but not for long, as the 57 is going to go on the inside. That's Adam Elby. He's going to take over the 4th position. Top 3 are running away from the field right now as the rest of them are just battling it out.
Man, I tell you what, Jason Minette tried to do a move there, and he got suckered up a little bit and fell back in the 10 machine. But Adam, he's hanging on to the 4th place, but he's got trouble with the 57 of Kyle on the inside. Kyle's taking a slide job to the inside, trying to see if he can't get it to hook. Justin Norwood still in control out front.
Yeah, Justin Norwood's out front, your race leader. Pretty much the top 3. Got to love what they saw in the rearview mirrors as the 66 of Cole Falloway, currently sitting on the bubble. He is just about almost a half a straightaway ahead of the 4th place spot. See if he can hold it on for about 4 more laps here as we're halfway home.
Absolutely. He's going to try to work over Josh Phillips there in the 2nd place, because right now Justin Norwood's putting a beating on these guys out here at Volusia and is taking off on the top. So right, you got the 6 machine. He's got his hands full with that 66 of Cole. Cole's trying to look on the inside to take that slider on him.
Yeah, Cole Falloway looking on the inside over the 6 car of Josh Phillips right now. The 4 car Justin Norwood, he's pulled away just by almost under a second. 3/4 of a second race lead, followed by the 6 car of Josh Phillips and the 66 Cole Falloway with just 2 laps remaining.
Absolutely, and this is Heat Race 2, folks. Just to give you an update right here. Let's go to fourth place, man. As you got the 57 there of Adam. Kyle's right behind him. Seems like everybody's kind of single file. The heat is on here, though, for the third place spot, as you still got Cole Falloway there on the back end of Josh Phillips.
Yeah, coming around to one more time around the racetrack for the 4-car of Justin Norwood to transfer here in tonight's sub-feature event. 6-car Josh Phillips currently holding on to second. He's got a big challenge from the 66 of Cole Falloway. Let's see if Cole Falloway plays it smart, plays it safe, and tries to make the sub-feature. He's going to challenge Phillips down the back straightaway for second.
Who knows, coming out of the last turn, Justin Norwood's going to look like he's going to take this Heat Race 2, and he does. Josh Phillips in tow in second. Cole Falloway, that last transfer spot there for the third place.
Adam Elby on the outside looking in the 57s, followed by the 56 of Kyle Stephens. They'll have to come from the B main, C mains later on tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a good one right now. As we're heading into Heat Race number 3, Tommy, who we got out there?
All right, Joe, we got a lot of bad fast drivers here in Heat Race number 3, including your pole sitter in the 07 will be Howard Weaver to his outside, and the 83 will be Shane James. On the second row inside, and the 69 will be Keith Hackney, and to his outside, and the 97 will be Matthew McKinney. On the third row inside, and the 02 will be Dylan Thomas, and to his outside, and the 23 will be Dalton Connor. On the fourth row inside, and the 24 will be Ryan Martin, and to his outside, and the 22 will be Drew Phillips. The fifth row inside, and the 420 will be Eric Elmore, and to his outside, and the 48 will be Corey Ward. And on the sixth and final row, and the 71 will be Kyle Harris, and to his outside, and the 60 will be Blake Durflinger. I believe Durflinger is an admin. Don't believe he's actually in the race, so make him a scratch. 11 cars, 8 laps the distance. Once again, top 3 transfer tonight to tonight's sub-feature event.
Absolutely. Going to be a good one here. As here we go. Howard Weaver out front in that 07. Got to be a fan favorite, but don't count out that man beside of him, Shane James, at a HRE Motorsports machine. He's going to look good out there. I mean, heck, you got a whole stacked field either way here in this Heat Race number 3.
Yeah, you got a very stacked bad fast field once again here in Heat Race number 3. Keep your eye out as well on that second row outside the 97, Matthew McKinney. He's another bad fast driver to deal with here in Heat Race number 3. Once again, the pace truck's getting set to pull in, gonna go down the back straightaway for the final time. And Joe, Heat Race number 3 is all yours.
Well, I tell you what, pace truck's going to duck off in here. Howard Weaver, he's going to put that hammer to the floor and take off and lead these guys to a green flag here to start. And he does. We're racing at Volusia. Heat Race 3 here, about to be in the books. Right behind them, though, Shane James in the 69. They make contact, and they're 4 wide out of turn 2.
Almost 4 wide. Howard Weaver with an excellent start. They're almost still 3 wide for the second position. Shane James in second, followed by the 69 of Keith Hackney. Here comes the 97 of Matthew McKinney on the inside, trying to look around for the third and final transfer spot.
Yes, it is. Their top 3 men advance in this one, and they want it. A bunch of hungry lions out there beating and banging on each other. Keith has got that third place, but he's got a lot of talent behind him there. Matthew, Dylan, and Dalton, all those guys right now, they are hot on his heels.
Yeah, the 02 is looking on the inside, the 97 of Matthew McKinney. That's for the 4th place position. Top Howard Weaver, he's pretty much checked out already. Almost a second lead over the 83 of Shane James, 69 Keith Hackney in third, followed by the 97 Matthew McKinney. Once again, single file racing the top 4. The next closest battle on the racetrack's the 23 Dalton Connor challenging on the inside.
And Dalton right there sitting in the 6th place spot. He's trying to look and see if he can't get that number 2 machine or 02 machine of Dylan in front of him. And he's actually got Ryan behind him right there. You talk about Howard, though. Howard has checked out up front. I call it the Weaver Mobile in the 07. Man knows how to drive one of these dirt machines. And he's got another guy behind him there in HRE Motorsports of Shane James holding on to second. Battle's on for third, though, Tommy.
Battles on for third. Matthew McKinney, he's caught the 69 of Keith Hackney. He's looking for a way around him. We got 2 laps remaining. Let's see if McKinney can make the move.
Yes, he does. He wants that third place, man. Keith's got it. Matthew wants it. He looks into the inside. He's right there at the back bumper. He's got a couple more laps to figure out how he wants to get around him. Does he want to try to push him up the track a little bit? I got a feeling right now this is a one-groove style track is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, pretty much one group right now, single file. All the drivers running pretty much the same line right now. One more time around the racetrack for the 97 of Matthew McKinney to get around the 69. This is for the third and final transfer spot into tonight's A feature sub.
Yep, the 97 there, Matthew. He's trying everything he can. Coming into turn number 3 for the final time here at Heat Race 3. Howard Weaver, he does. He tries to dive it in there one more time. Can't get it done. Boy, he almost gave up the 4th place spot, but wow. Right there you go. Keith held on to it. Shane James up in the 2nd. Howard Weaver puts it in victory lane here for Heat Race number 3 tonight.
Yeah, very excellent run for the 07 of Howard Weaver, Shane James, and Keith Hackney as well. Really good race right there towards the end for the 3rd and final transfer spot. Keith Hackney able to hold on. Joe, we're already in heat number 4.
Yes, we are, and I tell you what, let us know who we got out here. Run us down through the grid and order out here on Heat Race 4.
All right, starting on the front row, in the 28 will be Trevor Fitz to his outside. The 20 will be David Heilman. On the 2nd row inside, in the 947 will be Thomas Carberry. And to his outside, in the 9 will be Justin Thomas. On the 3rd row inside, in the 38 will be Timothy Smith. To his outside, in the 422 will be Latham Merrick. On the 3rd row inside. The 4th row inside, in the 888, Scotty Watson. To his outside, the 14 will be Cole Newhoffen. On the 5th row inside, and the 92 will be Dylan Schreiner. To his outside, and the 122 will be Greg Adams. Bringing up the rear all by himself, and the 413 will be Chris Martin. Once again, 11 cars, 8 laps to distance, top 3 transferring to tonight's sub-feature event.
Going to be a good one here as the pace truck's going to pull them off. Another 9 laps here, Heat Race 4, and we're knocking these things off, and we got another... Looks like 11 drivers, because Eric, he's an admin out there. But another 11 awesome drivers about to set to see if they can get, 3 of them actually, are getting set to see if they can cash their ticket into a chance for some big money tonight here in an awesome feature.
Well, I tell you what, Joe, if you want to see anybody try to make that high side work, keep your eye on that 20 car of David Heilman. He loves the outside, and that's probably where he's going to try to put it early on here in this race and see if he can't make something happen.
Absolutely, that's where he definitely wants to be at. David Heilman, we call him the Heilemaniacs. He's got that 20 machine. It looks good out top right there along with Trevor Fitz. I hope I said that right. Fitz. Is it Fitz?
I believe it is, Joe. 28, Trevor Fitz. He's been very, very fast here in practice the last couple days. He's built a setup that's, I think, a real contender for tonight's A-feature event.
Yes, it is. As the pace truck's pulling them around, they look pretty good right now. I'm going to tell you, these guys, I think, got some awesome paint jobs. They're all geared up here tonight. And everybody out there, we've got a couple people, man, pulling for old Trevor out there.
Yeah, we got a few Trevor Fitz fans out here. Not too many other fans. I see a Latham. Go Latham as well.
Yep, but no doubt.
Pace truck getting set to pull in. We're about to go green one more time for heat race number 4. Joe, take it away.
Well, there we go. Pace truck's in, and right now, I'm going to tell you what, Trevor out front, or David out front. Yep, my bad. Number 28 there, Trevor out front. He gets a good jump over David, and he takes that top side, but they're 3 wide behind him.
Yeah, 3 wide behind him. The 9-car Justin Thomas powers around the outside for the 3rd and final transfer spot. David Heilman in the 20-car looking on the inside for the race lead. He's kind of running the bottom of the racetrack right now. Not what I was expecting from him, but he's trying to make it work. Here comes the 9-car of Justin Thomas to the inside of the 20 of David Heilman.
Well, I tell you, Heilman is under pressure right now from the Justin. Justin is looking on the inside. I tell you what, that guy right there, he's going to try to protect that line. We've not seen anybody been able to make a pass. Really not been able to see a lot of people make a pass tonight on that inside groove. So right now, it just looks like the middle part of the track. They're looking like they're going up just a little bit here, Tommy, though, kind of heading up towards that cushion.
Yeah, the racetrack starting to push its way up just a little bit. Still single file racing the top 3. Top 3's pretty much separated himself from the 4th place spot right now, as there is a huge battle on right now for that fourth place position.
It's a good one so far as these guys, man, are storming around this place, looking very, very nice. Right now, David Heilman's in the 2nd place. Justin Thomas right there in 3rd. Trevor Fitz is sitting out front. And I tell you, man, these guys are just gearing it up. Let's just see what it looks like from the inside of one of these cars. Tommy, you ever drove one of these things?
Can't say that I have, Joe. That's why I'm in the booth.
Me too. There we go. Right now, they are doing a fine job out here. The top 3 guys are all single file, and they're trying to just hang on to those transfer spots. You got to go right there behind them. Thomas and that 947 machine, he's under fire by Timothy Smith.
Yeah, Timothy Smith, a very fast race car driver here, mostly in the sprint cars. Haven't seen him drive too much of a modified. He's currently holding his own right now, though, challenging for that 4th place position. That would put him in a good place for the B main here later on tonight.
Yes, it will. As you got Timothy Smith right there. He's all over the back end of Thomas Trine. We got one more lap out here. Can David Heileman do anything, or can Justin move it in as they coming into the last turns? That man up front, Trevor Fitz, coming out of turn 4. Looks like he's going to have it. And David Heileman's going to end up in 2nd, along with Justin Thomas in 3rd.
Yeah, once again, single file line racing, smart driving by the top 3. Check out and hold your line and make the show. That's what we've seen so far from these first 4 heat races. And,
you know, I think a lot of these guys, it looks like they're just being very, very patient out here as we head off into heat race number 5 here tonight. I thought we was going to have probably 5 because we had about 60 drivers out here toe in toe, but I tell you what, another 11 drivers. Give us a rundown here, Tommy.
All right, your 5th and final heat race tonight for prelim number 1. Starting on the front row in the 44 will be Blake Cannon. To his outside in the 41 will be Shad Prescott. On the 2nd row inside in the 12 car, it'll be the gangster Jeremy Capron. To his outside in the 100 will be Kendall Tucker. On the 3rd row inside in the 58 will be Brad Dyer. To his outside in the 74 will be Blake Brown. On the 4th row inside in the 101 will be Josh Helms. To his outside in the 117 will be Tyler Hargrove. On the 5th row inside in the 095 will be Colin Bender. And to his outside in the 33 will be Jared Crumrine. Bringing up the rear all by himself in the 967 will be Kevin Forcier. Once again, 11 cars, top 3 transferred tonight's sub-feature event for their chance at $1,000 later on tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, man, these guys are about to ready to put them on here and look good. So you got Blake Cannon out front and all, and Shad Prescott. Sorry about that. I was just trying to read his name there. And Jeremy Capone. Well, we call him the gangster. He kind of like a mafia guy out there. He just got that Capone last name. It's kind of unique.
Yeah, he's earned that nickname over the last couple weeks. I believe you were the one to give it to him, Joe. The gangster, Jeremy Capron, here in the 2nd row inside the 12 car. Keep your eye out on that 100 car, Kendall Tucker. He's run very well at the Midnight Madness series here lately. He'll be another bad, fast driver to watch here at heat race number 5.
Absolutely, and I tell you, Kendall Tucker is one to look for out here, as you got a lot of great drivers here in this heat race. The final one here tonight before we take it into our mains. So let's go racing, boys, here at Volusia. It has been a good one so far. Pace trucks in. Blake Cannon, he pulls out like a cannon up front and is gone in the 44 machine. He pulls him into turn 1. The 41's in the wall hard.
41, Shad Prescott into the wall, upside down. No yellows here in the heat races. That'll bring out some bad luck for the 41 of Shad Prescott. Meanwhile, back up front, that'll move the 12 car Jeremy Capron. Well, Capron's actually back in the 3rd position. The 100 car of Kendall Tucker, he's moved up to 2nd thanks to that incident.
Man, well, just watching this replay real quick for the viewers out there. I know there is no cautions in the heat races, and the racing is still going on hot and fast and furious up front, but just saw that hard impact for the 41 machine of Shad Prescott. Hate to see it there. Just got kind of out of line a little bit up front. But Blake Cannon still in control of this one, along with Kendall Tucker. You talked about him in that 100 machine. He's right there, and Jeremy Capron sitting right there in the 3rd place. Brad Dyer in 4th. He would love to close the gap and maybe try to take that 3rd place.
Yeah, Kendall Tucker up to the 2nd position. Capron holding on to that 3rd and final transfer spot. Brad Dyer on the outside looking in right now. Tough break for the 41 of Shad Prescott. He'll probably have to try to run the alphabet soup here later on. D-Main coming up pretty soon. He better get ready.
No doubt about it. As Blake Brown's kind of looking back here about the good battle going on between about the 6th, 7th, and 8th place spot. That's got Blake Brown right there in tow with Kevin Forcier, and I think that's Josh Helms in that battle also with him.
Yeah, 3-car battle back there for 7th, 8th, 9th, all the way around the racetrack. Really good battle brewing up. 10-car looking on the one. Actually, I believe that's a 101 car. Josh Helms, he's looking on the inside, the 967. I believe that's for the 8th position. But back up front, we have just 2 laps to go. Blake Cannon still your race leader. He's jumped out to a big lead.
Yes, he has. He's got a huge lead out front in front of it. Well, huge lead for dirt, that is. 7/10 over Kendall Tucker, who he's got Jeremy right there. If he makes one little slip up, Jeremy will take that 2nd place spot away from him. Looks like Jeremy might be content to race. He knows he's in the feature here tonight. As I say that, he tries to dive it into turn 1. Final lap.
Yeah, final time around the racetrack for the 12 car. Let's see if he tries to make a move on the inside going into turns number 3 and 4. We haven't seen it stick yet for any drivers. It probably won't stick for him coming around for heat race number 5 winner, the 44 car, followed by the 100 of Kendall Tucker and the 12 of Jeremy Capron will be your 3 and 3 transfers from the 5th and final heat race.
Absolutely. Awesome, awesome, awesome right there. Well, that's actually going to should put us in a D main here tonight.
Yeah, coming up on the D main already, it looks like it's going to be 13 drivers set to go 10 laps. The top 4 transferred directly into the C main, and we'll go from there.
Ooh, you want to give us a rundown, boy? I tell you what, because it's going to be some awesome Fast and Furious out here on the dirt track.
Yeah, starting on the front row for the D main. In the 967 will be Kevin Forcier to his outside, and the 76 will be Joshua Neltner. On the second row inside, the 89 will be Devin Frazier, and to his outside, the 48 will be Corey Ward. On the third row inside, the 122 will be Greg Adams, to his outside, and the 095 will be Colin Bender. On the fourth row inside, the 068 will be Ronald Piles, and to his outside, and the 11 will be Jesse Carr. On the fifth row inside, the 71 will be Kyle Harrison, and to his outside, and the 413 will be Chris Martin. On the sixth row inside, and the 41 will be Shad Prescott, to his outside, and the 911 will be Andy Jones. And bringing up the rear all by himself in the 216 will be Ryan Current. 10 laps to distance here in the D main, top 4 transfer directly to the C main.
And it's going to be a good one here, folks, and I hope you enjoyed it so far as we're here in the D main here. Like I said, looks like, it looks like Jesse Carr didn't make the field.
Yeah, Jesse Carr looks like he's going to miss the start for the D main. Probably
so
loaded
Ryan.
up on the trailer. Long way to go. Tough break for Jesse Carr.
Also
in
Ryan.
the 11 car. Ryan Current as well did not make the call. That'll put us down to 11 drivers, Joe, for D main.
Yes, it will. Man, wow. Yeah, because the last 2 there, they're admin in this series. That's Blake Dirtflinger, and Eric Hugh. They're both the admin. So, yeah, Jess Carr and Ryan Current. Man, I hate to see that. They're going to miss an opportunity here to try to get in this feature here tonight.
Keep your eye on that very last car in the row of the 41 car, Shad Prescott. He started on the front row of that 5th and final heat race. He's got a very bad fast race car. Let's see if he can get up into the top 4 and make some noise to the C main.
Well, I tell you what, right there, man, got good info out there from the admins. Top 4 transfer on to the C, and then the top 4 from the C to the B, and then you got top 8 from the B going into a 30-lap qualifying for the main event here tonight. Oh, 5,300 in purses. It's going to be awesome. Pace trucks in, and well, they waste no time. They almost run the truck over as they go 2 wide into the first turn here.
Yeah, great jump from the 76 of Joshua Neltner. He's the first guy I've seen make that outside work going into turn number 1. He's actually going to lead him down the back straightaway for lap number 1.
Absolutely. Right now, Kevin Forcier on the top side, but down low, up underneath him is Devin Forcier as they're Fraser, he's on the inside with the 89 behind him. They're going to go side by side. So a lot of side-by-side action in this D main series right now.
Going to see a lot of desperation here in the D main. That's what I'm going to call it. It's the desperation main, as you've got drivers looking to try to find a way to keep their hopes alive for the A main here later on tonight. The 41, Chad Prescott, he's moving up to the 6th position. He's coming on fast. Still up front, your race leader in the 76 is Joshua Neltner. He's looked to pull away, and here comes Chad Prescott looking on the outside for 5th. Big pile up right there. Oh, trouble.
48 was in the wall hard. He was trying to make that high line work there, but he couldn't get the cushion to rumble, and he got caught up there, but they had contact between the top runners there. Wow, that was a huge hit.
76 car, Joshua Neltner, he is checked out. He has pulled over a 2-second lead over the rest of the race leaders, now over almost 3 seconds. Kevin Forcier holding on to the 2nd spot. Ronald Piles in the 068, he's in 3rd. And sitting on the bubble right now in the 89 is Devin Frazier. He's got the 095 of Colin Bender and the 71 of Kyle Harrison trying to run him down.
Well, I tell you what, but he is loving everything he's seeing in front of him. The 2nd, 3rd place guy right there beating and banging. The problem is he's got trouble with the guy behind him there in the 71 machine of Kyle. Kyle's moved it up. But look at the 89 of Devin. He dives it on the inside. He's going to try to make that inside. Now, what I've noticed in this D main is that high line's coming into play a lot more.
Outside starting to work is the 71 Kyle Harrison. He's going to power his way into the transfer spot down the back straightaway. He's looking for more, though, trying to get into third.
Yes, he is right now, but you got Joshua, like you said, checked out the pink machine up there in the number 76. He is long gone. The battle's on behind him. Second place, though, Ronald, he got away from him. It's heavy, though, for that third and fourth transfer spots here in the D main.
A lot of beating and banging right there around third, fourth, and fifth place spot. 89 car, Devin Frazier. He's not going to give it up easy. He's back on the inside of the 71 of Harrison. There's contact. 967 around.
Oh, man, the 967 just got turned on that affair right there, but he was running along with those guys. But that put Colin up into the fourth place spot. White flags out. One more time here, Tommy.
One more time around the racetrack for the 76 of Joshua Neltner, who's pretty much checked out. He's leading by over 4 seconds over the 068 of Ronald Piles. 71 Kyle Harrison holding on to third and sitting in the fourth and final transfer spot. Is a big battle right now between the 95 Colin Bender and the 89 of Devin Frazier. It looks like it's going to be the 89 of Frazier who takes the fourth and final transfer spot.
Man, he did, and I tell you what, he kind of just went up there and bumped on the 095 there a little bit and took that spot away.
Actually, those guys both make it. That was for third and fourth, Joe.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Good deal. All right. Well, hey, that brings us in to our C main here. And another looks like it's going to be, well, actually looks like it's going to be 17 drivers in this one. I'll take us through our grid in order here.
All right, 17 drivers, 12 laps to distance. Once again, top four transferring to tonight's B main. Starting on the front row in the 10 car will be Jason Minette, and to his outside in the 24024 will be Ryan Martin. On the second row inside in the 888 machine will be Scotty Watson, to his outside in the 74 will be Blake Brown. On the third row inside, the 16 will be Jeffrey Mays, and to his outside in the 98 will be Ryan Strunk. On the fourth row inside, in the 420 machine will be Eric Elmore, and to his outside in the 422 will be Latham Marek. On the fifth row inside, the 101 will be Josh Helms, to his outside in the 94 will be Renee Chartrand. On the sixth row inside, in the 77 will be Stephen Bordeaux, and to his outside in the 22 will be Drew Phillips. On the seventh row inside, in the 92 will be Dylan Schreiner, and to his outside will be Joshua Neltner. On the eighth row inside, in the 068 will be Ronald Piles, and to his outside will be Devin Frazier. On the ninth row, all by himself in the 095, starting in the 17th position, will be Colin Bender. 17 cars, top four, transferred directly to the B main.
Well, a lot of talent sitting out here for the this one here in this main tonight for our C main here. Looks going to be 12 laps up here on the boards. The pace truck's pulling them around. Lights are about to go off. Jason Minette out front. That number 10 machine's going to drop that hammer here at Volusia and pull these guys around here on this dirt track. Well, it has been exciting, hot, fast, and furious here tonight so far, ain't it?
A lot of single-file racing in the heat races, but as you just saw in that D-main, business has picked up in a hurry. A lot of guys, desperate to transfer on, and we're going to see a lot of beating and banging side by side, ready to get after it here for C-main.
Pace trucks in, and they are gone out front. The 10, Jason Minette, and whoa, the third place machine there, the 02, he went up against the wall, and contact between them.
Contact between the 74 and I believe it was the 888. Contact between those guys. Actually, no, the 888 keeps it going. 74, and I'm not sure who the other guy was. Big stack up right there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, watching the replay here because there is no cautions in the mains here. Just letting the viewer see. Everybody loves to watch crashes and just see. But there was a huge pile up back there in the back car wreck here at Volusia. But Jason Minette still out front along with the 888 machine of Scotty Watts right there in the second spot.
Yeah, Jason Minette, Scotty Watts pretty much checked out for the rest of the field. Almost 3 second lead difference between first and third. Scotty Watts just almost a second behind your race leader. He sits in second. Sitting in the fourth and final transfer spot right now in the 422 is Latham Marek, followed by the 101 of Josh Helms, who's on the outside looking in.
Well, and there's a battle for that fourth place spot as Josh wants it. Right now, like you said, Latham has it. And the 422, he's trying to do the third place, on the 16 machine. But behind him, here comes the 101 machine of Josh.
Yeah, Josh Helms is working that rear bumper up the 422. Big crash right in front of him.
Oh, no, and that's going to take out Wow, that's taking out a lot of them out there. The 095 machine was a lap down. He caught the inside wall, came back up, and was in the middle of the track. And that actually took out, that almost took the leader out. The leader got a piece of that too. But it took the third place guy of the 16 out of that one.
Yeah, tough break for Jeffrey Mays. He started in 14th. Now, Jeffrey Mays, he started 5th. He was up to 3rd, sitting comfortably in the transfer spot. He's going to be knocked back to, I believe, 6th right now because of that incident. That's going to move Josh Helms to the 4th and final transfer spot, holding on right now, and he's got a comfortable lead over the 5th place car by just over a second and a half.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay as professional as I can, but I was just reading Frank's comments out there, and I got to agree with Frank. That was kind of a wild incident right there on the track, and it almost took out the whole front runners. But Jason Minette still out front. He's got a huge lead over Scotty Watson second, and Latham Marks right there sitting in third. Josh Helms hanging on to the 4th place spot. I mean, and right now the 5th place guy, he's a little bit behind the 4th place person.
Yeah, he's got a long ways to go and a short time to get there. We're coming up to 3 laps to go this time by for the race leader.
Yes, it is. Jason's still out front. I'm watching this battle going on for about the 5th and 6th place right here between Jeffrey and Drew. Is heating up the 22. He's trying to put a slide job on him. He goes to the inside. He takes that spot away.
Yeah, Drew Phillips in the 22. He's going to take over the 6th position. You got a big stack of cars running right there close together. That's your closest battle on the racetrack, as he's got the 420 of Eric Elmore working the outside. Elmore wants that 6th spot.
It does with a 22. Well, he was leaning on the 420 right there of Eric as they came out of the turn. White flag is out one more time for Jason, who is out front by 3 seconds over these boys. They're 3 wide coming out of the turn back there in the back, though.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye out here on the 3rd place spot. Josh Helms, he's caught the 422 of Latham Marek. Let's see if he challenges on the inside, see if he wants one more spot or not. They're going to come to the line side by side. It's going to be the 422 of Latham Marek for 3rd.
Man, drag race to the line right there. Awesome. I'll tell you what, Jason Minette puts it in victory lane. Scotty there in 2nd. Latham in 3rd. And Josh rounds out the 4th place spot here. That's going to pull us right into the B main here. And crazy C main. I guess that's kind of, well, that was the C main, so we could call it the crazy main because there was a lot of crazy action. But we're here tonight, and our B main and business is about to pick up, like you just said. Run what you brung here. Take us through our starting grid here tonight, Tommy.
All right, Joe, we're going to have 20 cars set to grid here for the B main. The top 8 will transfer here to tonight's A main sub-feature event. Starting on the front row in the 19 car will be Garrett Nieberger. To his outside, and the 57 will be Adam Elby. On the second row inside, the 97 will be Matthew McKinney, and to his outside, and the 947 will be Thomas Carberry. On the third row inside, and the 58 will be Brad Dyer, and to his outside, and the 25 will be Jarrett Murphy. On the fourth row inside, the 56 will be Kyle Steffens. To his outside, and the 02 will be Dylan Thomas. On the fifth row inside, and the 38 will be Timothy Smith. And to his outside, and the 117 will be Tyler Hargrove. On the sixth row inside, and the 777 machine will be Jacob Leverstein. To his outside, and the 7 will be Darren Haskell. On the seventh row inside, the 23 will be Dalton Connor. To his outside, and the 14 will be Cole Newhoffen. On the eighth row inside, and the 33 will be Jared Crumrine. To his outside will be Rusty Kruger. On the ninth row inside, in the 10 car will be Jason Minette. To his outside, and the 888 will be Scotty Watts. And bringing up the rear in the 10th and final row, and the 422 will be Latham Marek. And to his outside, and the 101 will be Josh Helms. 20 cars, top 8 transferred to tonight's A-Main sub-feature event.
Yeah, going to be a lot more drivers that are going to have a shot to get in this one. Dylan sitting in that 8th place spot to start this one off. So it's definitely going to be, like we said, it's the B main. And like what you were saying all night long, business is about to pick up. And I always say, run what you brung. We got some bad, fast drivers on a bad, fast track. About to do some awful bad, fast things here at Volusia tonight. B-main style here, pace trucks, and here we go. Garrett Nieberger drops that hammer. We're racing here for the B-main. He takes off out front. Boy, they're already in a gaggle behind him, though.
56, Kyle Steffens facing the wrong direction already. We got a big jumble bunched up in the back. Trouble all the way around the racetrack.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. Actually, the 10 of Jason Minette is upside down Boy, it was a train wreck, kind of a car parking lot back there, but we're watching the replay here. Just a few. The 117 got up underneath the 10, and from there, oh, wow, man, I hate to see that on Jason. Had a bad fast machine here tonight, but wow, he's out of this one early.
Yeah, currently sitting on the bubble right now in the 38 machine is Timothy Smith. He's got a hound of race cars right behind him, though, as the 23 Dalton Connor, and here comes the 14 of Cole Newhoffen.
Yes, he does. Garrett Nieberge still out front in this one by 2/10. He's got Adam right there behind him. The top 4 or 5 guys all single file in a shell here. Jacob Leverstein running in a 777, but you're right. Timothy Smith, he is hanging on to that 8th place, but he's got the 30, he's got the number 17 machine, or the 14, excuse me, Cole Newhoffen moving in on him. But I'll tell you what, Timothy Smith's moving in on that 58.
Yeah, Timothy Smith's closing the gap between him and the 58 of Brad Dyer, but the 14 of Cole Newhoffen, he's closing the gap on those two as well. And here comes the 23 machine of Dalton Connor in the mix as well.
Man, about to be a 4-car battle up here for that last and final transfer spot, 8th place. Look at the 38 of Timothy Smith. He wants to make sure he is safe here. He dives in on the inside of Brad, tries to put a bumper on him a little bit. Can't get it done yet, but here comes Cole Newhoffen. He wants that 8th place spot.
Newhoffen trying to work the inside line. I think it's pretty hard to make it stick. 38 makes contact with the 58, and the 14 goes into the rear of the 38. Trouble contact.
Oh, wow. 39 is around, and another 7 is around in the back, but you hate to see that right there. We saw it live. Man, that knocks Timothy Smith from the 8th spot all the way back to the 13th. Cole Newhoffen now is the man on the transfer bubble spot, but Dalton Connor's looking to the inside with a slider. He's going to try to see if he can't take it from him.
Yeah, Dalton Connor putting the pressure on the 14 of Newhoffen. That was a very tough break for Timothy Smith. Gets into the back of the 58 of Brad Dyer, and just Cole Newhoffen couldn't check up fast enough to avoid contact.
Yeah, it happens. Everything happens so quick here on the dirt. It's racing, folks, and I tell you, just things like that, man, happen. But I tell you what, Cole is actually traveling up there a little bit to the cushion side. One of the first guys we've seen do that, put those tires right there, the back tires, on the top side of the track. So it seems like they're coming off that bottom a little bit here in the main.
Yeah, we're coming up to 4 laps to go this time for the drivers. 23 car Dalton Connor, he's got 4 laps to try to make something happen to get to tonight's sub-feature event if he wants to keep his hopes alive.
Yeah, he does, and he's hanging on to that 8th one. I'm also watching this battle right here, about 3rd, 4th place spot between Jarrett there and Matthew and all. They're all kind of nose to tail as of right now, because Garrett Nieberge, he is out front, holding on to this one. He's got about a 7/10 lead. And right now, Cole Newhoffen, he moves up in the 7th to try to secure that. The battle's on for 8th. Dalton Connor, Brad Dyer.
Dalton Connor to the inside of the 58 of Brad Dyer. Looks like that outside lane might be a little faster coming down the straightaway. They're side by side for that 8th and final transfer spot. Dalton Connor wants it. Brad Dyer's got it. Who's going to get it?
Man, I tell you what, at that high side coming out of the turns, you got that momentum. There was a drag race coming to the line. The 58 of Brad's got it right now. But I'll tell you what, if it's anything, Dalton's got one more shot at this to get into that final transfer spot.
Dalton Connor trying to work the rear bumper of the 58 of Brad Dyer down the back straightaway. He's going to have one more dive attempt here going into turn number 3 and 4. He's not going to be able to make the bottom stick, and it's going to be the 58 of Brad Dyer holding on to the 8th and final transfer spot.
Man, what a race here to finish this one up. And I tell you what, oh, so close for the 23, but just one, I'm going to say a lap or so shy of trying to get that final transfer as Garrett Nieberge puts this thing in victory lane. Well, that's going to put us to a little short warm-up, and then we're going into a, 30-lap feature, I believe it is?
30-lap sub-feature, Joe. Top 12 transfer into tonight's big feature event where $1,000 is on the line for the feature winner. It'll be $100 to start, $1,000 to win tonight's 74-lap Race for Hope feature event.
Man, that is awesome. I tell you what, and I know these drivers are geared up for that. It's going to be awesome. It has been a night that has been awesome. And I want to appreciate everybody tuning in here. We're in Server 1 here. OSR Network bringing this thing to you. Online SimRacingNetwork.com. Your home for fun and exciting sim racing. Bringing this thing live to you tonight on YouTube with OSR Network and Twitch also. And also on TeamVLR.com Facebook page. I want to appreciate the guys over at VLR for allowing us to showcase these awesome drivers and this awesome server and race here And everybody, I know there's a server 2 going on also with the Race Spot guys with Ben Shelton and them over there. But hey, we got Ben Shelton on one server over there, and I know everybody, if you just look him up. I'll just say that. He's famous. But I also got Tommy Rowe over here, real-time announcer, man, for the Riverside place. Riverside? Is it Riverside?
Yeah, it's Riverside Speedway, Joe. West Memphis,
Speedway.
Arkansas.
There you go, see? And if you're in the area, check the man out. And I tell you what, he's done a fine job. I want to appreciate Tom being up here with me. It has been fun here tonight so far.
Hey, man, I've had a lot of fun. We're about to pick up the pace just a little bit as we've got the best of the best here in server number 1, about to go at it for 30 laps, top 12, run for $1,000.
And you know what? What we've seen all night long in these mains and heats, there'll be nothing here. It should be 22, showing 22, but should be 24, I believe it is. You have 24 of some of the best iRacing has to offer, but only 12 are going to get to go for the big money here tonight in that big feature race. This is kind of a sub-feature, like you said, to the big one there tonight. It looks like they're advancing this thing over, and we're going to get set here to grid this thing up.
Yeah, 24 of the best drivers on iRacing. This is just server number 1, Joe. If this was any other series, this field right here would be considered an all-star field at any race.
Oh, absolutely. I totally 100% agree with you. Well, I tell you what, we definitely can, I know the gridding works on this one. I'll hit you with it should work anyways, and I'll find out, because I'm showing John Fiddler on the top front row, right?
John Fiddler, Austin Simmelman will make up your front row, followed by Justin Norwood and the 07 of Howard Weaver on the second row. On the third row, inside, and the 28 will be Trevor Fitz to his outside, and the 44 will be Blake Cannon. On the fourth row, inside, and the 42 will be Virgil Graham to his outside, and the 6 will be Josh Phillips. On the fifth row, inside, and the 83 will be Shane James to his outside, and the 20 will be David Heilman. On the sixth row, inside, and the 100 will be Kendall Tucker to his outside, and the 29 will be Kyle Miller. On the seventh row, inside, and the 66 will be Cole Falloway to his outside, and the 69 will be Keith Hackney. On the eighth row, inside, the 9 will be Justin Thomas to his outside, and the 12 will be Jeremy Capron. On the ninth row, inside, and the 19 will be Garrett DeBerger to his outside, and the 57 will be Adam Elby. On the 10th row, inside, and the 947 will be Thomas Carberry to his outside, and the 25 will be Jarrett Murphy. On the 11th row, inside, and the 97 will be Matthew McKinney to his outside, will be the 777 of Jacob Leverstein. Bringing up the rear in the 12th and final row, and the 14 will be Cole Newhoffen. To his outside will be the 58 of Brad Dyer. 24 cars, top 12, transfer over to the A feature, Race for Hope 74, later on tonight.
Well, now, I'll tell you what, folks, if you ain't had enough of dirt racing, get ready, get set, because these guys are about to put on a show like no other. 12 drivers are going to get an opportunity to advance to the main event, is what I'm going to call it here tonight, to race for some big money. Right now, though, they're about to show off some skill as they're pulling around, getting the nerves. Green flag, man, is about to fly. As here we go, we're racing at Volusia. Austin Simmelman and John Fiddler up front get a good jump.
John Fiddler gets a good jump down the back straightaway as Austin Simmelman, the 81, follows pursuit in the 7. 4-car Justin Norwood, he's the only one in the top 5 right now trying to work that inside line. I'm not sure if enough's still there, but Norwood's holding on to third, trying to challenge for second.
Well, I'll tell you, when you go back in the back here, they are 4 and 3 wide, and they are just tearing each other's fenders off. Caution's out.
All right, the yellow's on the racetrack. The A features, cautions do count. This is the only race that we have called where cautions will count. Not sure who that one was on just yet. You'll have to go back and find it for us, Joe.
I think it's on well, it looks like the 97 of Matthew. He just got messed up and everything going on back there. Jason Leverstein right there got in the mix of him, and he got turned around. The 97 did. But, boy, that started back in the middle. Those guys were 3 and 4 wide back there. Wow, it was just, and, hey, if you don't think these guys don't want it, I mean, they're going to do everything here. They'll tear each other apart to try to get to those top 12 spots.
Yeah, a lot of money on the line. There's going to be probably a lot of take and a little less give here in this A feature event. These guys want to make that show desperately.
Oh yeah, desperation time here tonight. We're like you said, we're in our sub feature here. 12 drivers get a chance to go into the main event here tonight. Sim Race for Hope 74. And folks, you can check that out over on the iRacing.com and over there at, so I believe they might have it on Team VLR. If not, it'll be on the XRSN, accelerated Facebook side of things over there, and also iRacing.com's YouTube later on here tonight. We got to get through this race here as the pace truck's pulling them around. Boy, that start right there was a good one up front. Those guys in the back, though, that 12th on back spot, man, I feel sorry for the guy sitting in 12th place right now.
Yeah, Kyle Miller currently on the bubble right now in the 12th place spot. He's got a lot of hungry machines sitting directly behind him, and he's got a big target on his back for that 12th place spot.
Absolutely. Showing Kendall Tucker in 12th.
Well, I had it wrong. It is Kendall Tucker.
Okay, my bad.
Tucker.
I was just making sure I had it right.
I was actually reading the grid 12th place spot instead of the race spot.
Gotcha. Pace truck's in. We're back racing. Want to tell you what, John Fiddler drops that hammer, and he's gone. Behind him, though, in the 81, Austin Simmelman. He's all over the back end. The 4, Justin Norwood's down low. Well, let's take a gander at what they're doing back here in the 12th, because Garrett Nieberge's, he's up high. Look at these guys back here for that 12th place spot. They're all 3 and 4 wide right now.
Almost 3-4 wide. You got David Heilman on the inside. We'll try to work the direct bottom of the racetrack. That's not usually where he likes to be, but he's sitting in 10th right now, trying to hold on to that. In the 9 car, Justin Thomas, he's going to fall back to the 12th place spot, and he's going to be your man on the bubble right now as they're 4 wide behind him.
Man, 4 wide coming out of the turn. Wow, these guys here, it is a traffic jam happening in the back. We got a car upside down. That looks like the 69. 69, I believe it is. Yep, 69. Keith Hackney. Man, he got turned end over end. Let's see what happened here on the replay. Oh, the cars in front of him, they were 4 wide in front. And then he just got pushed up to the wall trying to go to the high side, and that car just did a tumble right there into the turn.
Yeah, tough break for Keith Hackney as upside down. Pretty much going to end his night as he's sitting in 24th. Not sure if he's going to be able to make it back out here for the rest of this feature event.
Well, I tell you, the guys up front, they're all running, kind of being a little patient, but you take it back to that 12th place spot. And Tommy, they are just knocking each other's teeth. It's like a prize fight here at Volusia back there in the 12th place.
Yeah, it's a no holds barred, almost anything goes type of race. I know they're trying to run as cleanly as possible, but you have a lot of money on the line for a sim race, and these guys are going to do whatever they can to try to make their way into the Sim Race for Hope 74 later on tonight.
And you know what's even more is you've got a lot of talent back there too. You've got Jeremy Capon right back there, Cole Newhoff and Kendall Tucker, Cole Followay, Matthew Adams back there. I mean, just to name a few that are sitting back there out of the bubble. David Heileman there right in 12th. Kyle Miller there. Garrett Nieberge sitting in 10th. So you've got a slew of who's who of names back there. And, you know, you only got 12 spots. You got to get up there. You got to get up there fast.
Yeah, Joe, when you're less than a tenth apart in lap times or speed-wise, you're going to be very close, and accidents are bound to happen, and these guys are so fast and they're so close together on race times that it's pretty much, it's almost like a restrictor plate race where somebody messes up, everybody behind you is probably going to catch some of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Up front, you've got that advantage of trying to take it easy, but getting out front right there, maybe taking a little cushion, so to speak, as the truck's in. Here we go. We're back racing for our sub feature here tonight. Austin Simmelman out front along with John Fiddler in back behind. He's out front, Austin behind him. They're going to go 2x2x2 up front. They're still 3 wide. Now, these guys are all racing throughout the 10th place spot.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on that 12th and final transfer spot. David Heilman, he's pretty much moved up to the top of the racetrack. He's trying to get around a couple more race cars. They're big, stacked almost 4 wide there. Contact between him and Shane James. Oh,
Shane James is getting knocked around like a pinball ball. They're 3 wide back there, but that knocks Shane James all the way to the 13th place spot. He's got work to do right here if he wants to get to the 12th. Kendall Tucker's in the man right now on point along with Adam, but look at this. You want to talk about a parking lot full of modifieds right here at Volusia. It is back there for that last transfer.
3, 4, almost 5 wide for the 12th and final transfer spot. The 100 car, Kendall Tucker, holding on to it, and there's about 5 or 6 guys that want it.
Shane James is riding the high side, 3 wide. David Halliman's in the middle, the 66. Shane is sitting in the 14. Kendall Tucker in the 100 machine. He is in front of that pack, and he's loving what he's seeing in his rear view, because right now, that actually, we got a car upside down in the back there. See if we can't get, oh, that is Jacob Leverstein. Oh, man, I hate to see that. He kind of got tangled up with another machine there. And then from there, just went flipping end over end. That's almost, I'm gonna just go ahead and say this. You pretty much get knocked in the back there. As hard as these guys are running for that 12th place here tonight, Tommy, it's going to be hard to get back through that field.
It's going to be very difficult for the 777 machine of Jacob Leverstein, but if anybody can do it, it'll be that 777 machine. He's got a lot of experience. He's a champion before, and anything can happen here. We got about 13 laps to go. Anything can happen.
Man, 13 here. 12 drivers are going to advance on to the main event. Yes, it's on YouTube. You can go to YouTube at OSR Network and Twitch and OSR Network. We're live tonight here on TeamVLR.com. But you can also go for the main feature on iRacing.com's YouTube page tonight and check out the main one here later on. That'll be the race after we get done with this one. That's where everybody can head over to. Check out those boys over there. As Race Spot will bring you that action. As, man, this one right here, it's been a good one so far.
It has been a battle, Joe, and we've got coming around to about 11 laps to go when these guys get restarted. It's going to be all-out war for that 12th and final transfer spot.
Yeah, well, we might have to go back on some replays and re-show that one a couple times, because as close as those guys were, Shane James sitting in the 14, Virgil Graham 13, Kendall Tucker in 12th. Just between the 4 guys, you got Jeremy Capon, Cole Followay, Shane James, Virgil Graham, Kendall Tucker. I mean, come on, Tommy. David Halliman, all right there, 12th on back.
Yeah, that is stacked right there on the outside looking in. Getting ready to go back to Creed this time. Let's see what happens.
Yes, we do. Pace truck's about to pull around, drop off on pit road. We're going to be about 11 laps when they cross the line. Hammer flies. Here we go. Dirt's up in the sky. We're racing out here. Volusia. John Fiddler gets a good jump. Oh, Austin Sittleman, he tried to upset him a little bit to take that lead. They're battling behind him as you've got Trevor Fritz right there in the mix. Oh, Garrett Nieberge hard to wall.
Garrett Nieberge upside down, flying up into the wall. He was currently in the 9th place position. That is going to knock him on the outside, looking in if he can get his car back around going again.
But man,
he's got some damage to the race car.
Well, let's watch this replay right here and see what happened. Oh, he just kind of traveled up the track, and unfortunately the 9 machine was there, and man, he took a hard shot to the wall, tore that car, tore the front end up on it, and everything. And I tell you, that right there, well, that's a heartbreaker on his end. I mean, he's going to be able to go back in the back there with Jacob, and it's a place that he does not want to be. Wow, one of the big names in trouble early.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how that car is actually still rolling with the flight that it just taken, but some way, somehow, he's got one more shot to come from the back. Not many laps left, but he's still got a shot, and that's all that matters to Garrett.
He does. He's got a shot. I mean, it is a long shot, but I tell you what, he's still out there, and he still can get it done. Anything can happen here on the dirt track here at Volusia. We just saw it right there. The man was running in 9th place, and the next thing you know, boom, he's way back in 22nd. So it can happen. Sitting on the bubble right now is between Shane James, Virgil Graham. You got Justin Thomas right there, David Heileman. Still a lot of great names on the outside looking in.
Big shout out to Adam Elby. He started in the 18th position. He is actually up to 9th right now. For some reason, my scoreboard has Jacob Leverstein in the lead. I know he's not the leader.
Yeah, it's got mine that way too. It'll probably update as soon as it goes around once. iRacing does that from time to time.
Yeah, iRacing still has a few glitches in it, but it's still probably the best dirt racing game you can get for your buck. It's, as you can see right now, you can run with the best of the best, and it's pretty bad fast.
You know, you got leagues out here that offer real drive time and real seats, and you got leagues out here that offer a lot of great money and prizes. And tonight they've got a lot of great money and prizes here. Some of the best of the best. Like you said, we got some of the World of Outlaws, some of the pro-style drivers out here tonight. But it is definitely a lot of money on the line. And only 12 of them are going to get the events. And so it's going to be something else. We're going to have to see what happens.
Largest paying dirt series race so far to be put on, Joe, is the Race for Hope 74. These drivers competing for $5,300 in cash and prizes, including $1,000 to win.
Yep. Man, I tell you what, that's been a lucky driver. Makes for a happy night after he gets done on a win like that. And if you just make the event, you still get something out of it.
All right, I believe the lights are out on the pace truck, Joe. We're going to go green next time.
Yep, and I think they're going to take them a single file this time on the start. They do that here at VLR. A couple cautions, and afterwards they'll take them to a single file start to see if they can't maybe calm down a little bit, which I'm going to tell you what, back in that 12th place, it might calm them down up front some, but that 12th place spot, that's going to be the hot ticket right there. Shane James is going to have his hands full. Pace truck's in. John Fiddler wastes no time. He is gone as we all go single file to the turn. And I'm going to turn my attention back here to the 12th place spot because it is hot and heavy in front of them. They're 3 wide in front of Shane James.
Shane James holding on to the 12th place spot as we come around to only 4 laps to go. 9-car Justin Thomas trying to get around Shane James for that 12th and final transfer spot.
Yes, he is. Shane James hanging on to the 12th place spot. Kendall Tucker and company right there down low in the 9th place. But for 9th, 10th, and all, and here you go. I'm going to tell you what, the 9 machine on the inside, Justin Thomas, he's taking a slider. 3 wide there for the 12th place.
3 wide for 11th and 12th. 57-car Adam Elby kind of slow. Shane James looking for a way to get around here, but here comes the 9-car Justin Thomas. He's going to try to pass 2 cars in one turn. He can't quite make it stick down the back straightaway, but Justin Thomas in the 9, he's in the 12th and final transfer spot. Coming around to 2 laps to go.
Oh, 2 laps to go, Tommy. I tell you what, you can feel the heat building in the back here. Shane James in the 13th, Justin Thompson right there. They are all in the mix. David Heileman's right there along with them. I don't know who to give it to at this point.
Coming around to be a 3-car battle for the final transfer spot. 1 lap remaining. Shane James on the inside. Outside looking in right now. He's going to pull up to the 9-car of Justin Thomas. They're side by side for the last transfer spot.
Coming down the bad stretch for the final time. Shane James is in that 12th place spot. He dives it on the inside out of the final turn. Can the 9 steal it from him? Drag race off the turn. Shane James is going to hang on to it. Yep. To the 12th place spot. What a race to that right there. Top 12 guys. Austin Simmelman hangs on for the win. Justin Norwood there in second. Man, what a race. What a night here. Wow.
Heck of a race between the 83 car of Shane James, 9 car of Justin Thomas, and the 57 Adam Elby, 11th, 12th, 13th, and even 14th Matthew McKinney and David Heileman. They were putting on a show for that last transfer spot, Joe.
Man, yeah, and I'm trying to bring Austin Simmelman up here and see if I can't find Justin Norwood and Blake Cannon. Blake Cannon coming up in the 3rd place right there. See if we can't get a talk in with these guys here.
Most definitely. We'll see if we can't get Shane James down here as well, see what kind of pressure he was feeling in that cockpit.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. That definitely, I mean, he just snuck in there in the last moment, the last time. I'm trying to see if I can't find Shane James right here below us. I don't know if you can see him or not.
Yeah, let me see if I can't pull him down here to us.
Looking for Justin also and Blake Cannon. There's Blake Cannon, got him.
And Justin Norwood, got him.
Yep. All right, good deal. Well, I'll tell you what, let's bring up this man, Shane James. Let you get a talk in with him. Excuse me. Let's get a talk in with him. This is our 12th place man tonight. He got that last transfer spot here on the last turns. Let's bring him up here and I'll let you get a talk in with him.
All right, this is Shane James. This is Tommy in the booth. You got a copy, man.
Yeah, I got you. How you doing?
All right, man. Heck of a battle for that 12th and final transfer spot. You were 3-4 wide there, bumping and banging. How did you hold them off, and what were you feeling in the race car?
Well, I knew I was right there on the 12th or 13th. I think I fell back to 13th there with maybe 3 to go, and I think 97 was in front of me, and I was just hoping he wasn't going to make a mistake or bobble, because that would affect me. So I was just lucky enough to hold my momentum up there and held off. I think it was Justin Thomas, good clean racing by him as well.
Yeah, excellent drive, 3-4 wide there. You got to 1 lap to go. You kind of got stuck in the middle. What did it take to come home with that 12th and final transfer spot?
I don't know, maybe a little luck. There was a lot of beating and banging going on because I was up to 7th earlier and I kind of got pushed around a little bit. But I don't know, you just got to be consistent, and especially in the last 3 laps. If you get a little too high, you get in the marbles, and you're done. You get passed by 2 or 3 cars. So I was lucky enough to just be consistent and pulled off the last spot.
Well, man, you're starting 23rd in the big race later on tonight. You're currently guaranteed $100 for just starting the A feature, racing $4,000. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank my sponsors, HRE Motorsports. They do a great job promoting our team. Team Friday, he's a personal sponsor for me, so he helps me out a lot. Dirt All Access, Bush Light, Sugar Dog Creative, VLR for putting these events on, and all the sponsors that put up this money for this. It's pretty crazy that we're racing for this kind of money.
All right, Shane. Well, good luck to you here later on tonight in the big show, man, and once again, congratulations.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, that was 12th place man. I'll tell you what, he did an awesome job pulling that thing off in there. Well, let's get down here. Blake Cannon pulling it out 3rd place. Bring him up here. Tommy, I'll let you get up with him.
All right, Blake Cannon, 44 car, comes home 3rd here in sub-feature number 1. This is Tommy in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, you run 3rd. You're going to be in the big show. You're already guaranteed $100. You're racing for $1,000. How'd the car feel, and what do you got for the A main later on tonight?
Hopefully I got a little bit of what I just had right there. We were really fast when I could get about 5 green flag laps. It was hard to pass there in that heat or prelim, but it should be some good racing later on.
All right, were you kind of driving it kind of safe right there in the 3rd place spot, just kind of holding it in, just trying to make the show, or were you trying to pass some cars right there?
First 25 laps I was just riding, trying not to get anybody, trying to stay clean, and then the last 5 we all kind of started racing. I just put it to the wood on the top and passed a handful of them. Probably had some more for the top 2, but just ran out of laps.
Well, you finished 3rd in the sub-feature, and you're going to have a great starting spot for tonight's 74-lap feature event. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to thank Hayden Cardwell, Weekend Warrior Motorsports, VLR. Got to thank Easy Go and Augusta Aquatics. This is a great race, and I'm proud to be part of it, to be honest with you.
Well, once again, Blake, congratulations to you, and best of luck later on tonight, and look forward to watching you in the feature event.
Thanks, sir. Maybe I'll be back up in here.
All right, hopefully so. That was Blake Cannon in the 44.
Yeah, man, our 3rd place driver right there did a fantastic job. Blake Cannon, well, we caught up with the guy, Justin Norwood. He pulled it up in the 2nd place here tonight. Tommy, let's get a talk in with this bad, fast driver.
All right, Justin Norwood, your 2nd place finisher in sub-feature number 1. Justin, this is Tommy in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Not as good as you. You're guaranteed $100 to start later on tonight. Going for $1,000. You ran 2nd in the sub-feature. How's the car, and how do you like the chances later on?
Car felt great, actually. I think we've got a pretty good shot. Like I was telling Austin just now, I think if we all keep our heads on straight, we'll definitely put on a good show. That was some good racing right there with those guys.
All right, you think you learned anything in that sub-feature event that you could take with you later on tonight for 74 laps?
Yeah, I think the top's going to be, like it was to start with in that race right there. But I think we're going to eventually get down on the bottom. It's going to get rough up top, depending on how the track starts out, I guess. But if it's rough, I'm gonna stick to the bottom probably.
I got you, man. Well, you finished second in the sub feature. You've got a great starting position tonight in the A feature, going for $1,000. Anybody want to thank?
Just VLR, man, for putting it on. Everybody works so hard to do all this. It's pretty cool. I've raced a lot in my life, and a lot of times I wasn't racing for near as much money as what we're racing for online tonight.
Well, Justin, best of luck to you in tonight's feature event, and hope to see you back here later on tonight.
I appreciate it, man. I hope so too. Y'all have a good one.
All right, that was Justin Norwood, the number 4 car, your second place finisher tonight's sub feature number 1.
Yeah, it was. Second place driver right there. Justin Norwood did a fantastic job pulling that thing up here. But this guy right here held them all off here tonight. Austin Simmelman pulling it in victory lane. Austin, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
I do.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just like Tommy's been saying all night long, you the winner here tonight, you transfer it out, you get a shot already guaranteed in the main event there for $100. How's that feel to be the... But you got a chance to win even more. But how's it feel to be in that big feature race here tonight?
It feels great, especially for me as my qualifying history. It feels good to be up front. So I think we can race them from here and just do the best we can. Like you said, $100 is more than I woke up with today, so we're off to a good start.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, take us back. How was the track feeling? I mean, was it high line to low line? Which one do you feel like this thing's going to come in later on?
Really, there's no telling, but that was all high line right there. I felt like, I moved down at 2 Karlowitz off the top once, and the guy stuck his nose, and I apologized to Trevor there. I got into him out of 4. I didn't know he was up there. I didn't think the middle was that much slower, but it was all up top there. But we'll see. Hopefully, we can get a track where we get a couple grooves here in the big race and put on a good show.
Well, you pulled it off here in the sub feature 1, winning it all here tonight, and you're going to head off here to the big main event race here in a little bit. It's going to be an awesome one. You got anybody out there you want to thank, though, for the win here?
Yeah, of course. Grandstand Video. Shout out Jeff Fisher. He's on the road tonight, but he'll probably see this at some point. Dirt Division, Matt Hill, Team VLR, you guys for broadcasting and doing a great job.
Well, Austin, I'll tell you what, again, congratulations for putting it out here for the sub feature 1 win and punching your ticket in to the main event here tonight. Austin Simmelman.
Appreciate it, Joe.
All right, we'll tell you what, Tommy, wow, let's get an unofficial results of the top 10 here. Austin Simmelman putting it in the point here tonight, punching his ticket in to that win, but he won the sub feature here. Justin Norwood in second, Blake Cannon third, John Fiddler in fourth, Trevor Fitz there in fifth, Howard Weaver up in the sixth, Josh Phillips there in seventh, Kyle Miller eighth, Kendall Tucker in ninth, and Virgil Graham in the 10th place. And just to let everyone know, the top 12 advanced on to the feature, so that puts Adam Elby in 11th and Shane James, the man on the bubble, putting it in 12th as we look to the rest of the field there. Well, some big names just missing out here tonight, Tommy.
Yeah, a lot of big names, unfortunately, loading it up on the trailer early tonight, but that's just the way it goes with 120 drivers entered and only 24 spots available.
Absolutely, 24. Some of the best drivers started out here tonight, and they put it on the line. Well, folks, it ain't over with. Head over to iRacing.com YouTube page and check them boys out as the main event time here tonight. Well, for myself, Tommy, you got any final words on this one?
Joe, this has been an awesome night. Pleasure to call this race here in the booth with you tonight. I want to appreciate you for letting me come in here and call this with you. And, yeah, good luck to all the drivers here in tonight's feature event later on.
Absolutely. My same sentiments right there. And I tell you what, for us up here up in the booth with OSR Network, I want to appreciate everybody tuning in here. It was an awesome time, and congratulations to all the drivers out there advancing in and racing for the big money here shortly. Well, for myself, Joe White, and Tom Rowe up here in the booth, everyone from Volusia and the VLR crew here, y'all have a good night.